Hello and welcome. I'm so glad to be with you today. I've spent my entire career right at that crossroads where hospitality meets technology. So it's a real pleasure to join you, the students of Europe Hotel School, on your online learning journey. We're going to tackle something huge today, one of the biggest kind of hidden costs in our industry, employee turnover. And even better, we'll look at how a truly revolutionary approach using AI it's changing the whole game.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to break it down into 5 key areas. First up, we'll really dig into the hidden costs of turnover. Then I'll introduce you to the AI solution that's making waves. After that, we'll get a look at how this AI actually listens, and then see how it turns all that data into real action for managers. And to wrap it all up, we'll connect the dots and show you why this isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a financial must for any hotel.
Okay, first things first, let's talk about the problem itself. Look, employee turnover, it's a reality in every single hotel. We all deal with it, but you know what? Very few of us really grasp the true cost. It's so easy to just file it away as an HR issue, right? But that's a huge mistake. The reality is it's more like a financial black hole, quietly draining profits right from your bottom line. So to put a number on it, just how big of a deal is this? Well, check this out. In luxury hospitality, replacing just one employee can cost up to 2 times their annual salary. Let that sink in for a second. 2 times. And honestly, that's just the money. The real cost in our business, as you know, goes way deeper. It's losing that familiar face your loyal guests love to see. It's the ripple effect it has on the whole team's vibe. And it's that potential dip in service that can really, really hurt a hotel's reputation.
So you're probably wondering, how on earth does it get to 2 times their salary? Well, it's not just one thing. It's a whole bunch of costs piling up. You've got the obvious stuff, right? Advertising the job opening, all those hours managers spend interviewing candidates. Then, of course, you're paying for onboarding and all the training. But here's the kicker, the really big one, that productivity gap. That's all the time when the new person is still getting up to speed, not quite delivering that flawless experience your guests expect. It all adds up, and it adds up incredibly fast.
Okay, so we've established the problem is huge and it's costly. The big question is, what are we going to do about it? How do we actually fight back? Well, this is where things get really interesting. It's where we get strategic and use AI to bring a really powerful modern lens to something you're all familiar with, human capital management.
And look, this isn't just some textbook theory. You know this from your own studies right here at Europe Hotel School. Human capital management is a cornerstone of great leadership today. It's a simple but powerful idea. Your people are not an expense on a spreadsheet. They are, without a doubt, your most valuable asset. And holding on to them? That's not just a nice thing to do. It is absolutely fundamentally critical to your hotel's financial success.
This is where you can really see the difference. Think about the old way of doing things. Those traditional once-a-year surveys. The feedback is slow, right? You get the results months after people have even filled them out. You're always playing defense, reacting to problems that have been brewing for ages. Now compare that to the AI-driven way. It's happening in real time. It can actually predict issues before they blow up. It lets you be proactive. You're finally ahead of the curve instead of constantly playing catch-up. So the natural question is, how does this AI listen? I know, it sounds a little like something out of a movie, but the way it takes all this anonymous feedback and turns it into crystal clear insights is, it's brilliant. And it's actually way more straightforward than you might think. Let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how it works. It really all boils down to this simple but super powerful feedback loop. So step 1, you're collecting regular anonymous feedback from your team with quick little surveys. Step 2, instantly, the AI does what's called sentiment analysis. Basically, it reads the comments and understands the feeling behind the words. Is it positive, negative, frustrated? Step 3, it starts spotting patterns and flags potential flight risks. These are people or even whole teams who might be thinking about leaving. And the crucial last step, step 4. It sends a heads up to the manager so they can step in and have a conversation before it's too late.
And here's a perfect real-world example of how that works. Imagine the AI flags something. It says the sense of accomplishment scores for your F&B team just took a nosedive. The system doesn't wait for the next quarterly meeting. Nope. It sends an immediate private alert to the F&B manager. Now that manager can go find out what's up. Maybe a new ordering system is driving everyone crazy, or maybe the team just feels like their hard work isn't being recognized. You can fix that if you know about it. And this really gets to the heart of it all. Because at the end of the day, the technology, it's just a tool. It's not here to replace great managers. Not at all. Its real job is to empower them, to give them the information they need to be even better leaders and to build teams that are stronger and more connected.
The way they do that is through something called the Manager Dashboard. I really like to think of it as a weather forecast for your team's morale. It lets managers stop guessing. Instead, they can have real, constructive conversations based on actual data about what's going well and what's not. It takes that vague, "I think something's wrong" feeling and turns it into a specific problem you can actually solve.
But here's what's really amazing. The AI doesn't just point out the problem, it helps you figure out the solution. It actually gives managers concrete AI-suggested action plans that are based on what works. So, for example, if the feedback shows a team feels like they're in the dark, it won't just say, "give more feedback." It might suggest a really simple protocol, like starting a weekly 15-minute check-in. It makes it easy for managers to do the right thing.
So, let's tie all of this together. When you connect all these pieces, it becomes so clear. Using AI to really listen to your team, this isn't some soft skill or a fluffy HR project. No, what you're actually doing is forging a direct, measurable, and incredibly powerful link between your people, your culture, and your profit. And really, the results just speak for themselves. When you take this proactive, data-first approach, what happens? Well, you get higher retention, you keep your best people. That in turn helps you build a much stronger, more positive culture. And when you have great people and a great culture, you guessed it, that leads directly to a healthier bottom line. It's a win-win-win, a truly virtuous cycle.
So, if there's one thing to take away, it's this. The idea that employee retention is just an HR goal is completely outdated. It's an old way of thinking. In the hospitality world today, being proactive about keeping your team happy and engaged is a core financial strategy. It's every bit as important as managing your revenue or controlling your costs, period. So as you move forward and step into your own leadership roles in this incredible industry, I want to leave you with one question to carry with you. In every decision you make, just ask yourself this: is my most valuable asset, my people, getting the right investment? The right investment of your time, your attention, and yes, the right technology. Because as we've just seen, the return on that investment, it's absolutely massive. Thank you so much for your time. I truly can't wait to see the amazing things you're all going to do.